Right, I just thought I'd show my new poster because I didn't get a chance yesterday. It was really windy out there. It's not this poster. This poster is really busy actually. Um, a lot of people say, well, you know, you've got too much on there, but I'll show you it after, so you can read it if you want. But yeah, I did mention that. You know, if you don't believe in the flat Earth, you know, I don't think that they'll have salvation. And you know, I do believe that because if you just look at one issue, the issue of the Sabbath, like so many Christians, they believe, you know, with all their heart that the Sabbath is Sunday, and it's not. I'll go back to that. But yeah, another thing is that they gave you the internet, and now they've removed all the good flat Earth videos. But prior to this, there were so many that really showed, you know, that they did experiments. They exposed NASA, all them astronauts flying around like idiots up there, you know, well, down here more or less. But yeah, so if I go back to the Sabbath, it first occurred with the Constantine edict in AD 321. Another thing is that Christians are not referencing their Bible, and they're certainly not referencing, you know, the like history. So Sunday is sun worship. It's Roman reverence. The Bible does not redefine or replace the Sabbath, and there is no New Testament commandment to shift Sabbath observance. Honour of the Sabbath is an act of obedience and distinct worship. Jesus said, "If you love me, keep my commandments." God's commandments are clear. The Bible specifies the Sabbath as the seventh day, which God sanctified at creation. That's in Genesis 2:2-3. And later commended in the Ten Commandments. And to keep the Sabbath is the fourth commandment. And Jesus said, "I have come not to abolish the law, but to fulfill it." It was set apart and should not be altered. Jesus warned about traditions, and that's in Mark 7:8-9. And Constantine edict came from cultural and political influences and subsequent Roman practices. It's also pagan, like, because if you have to keep the Sabbath on a Sunday, sun worship. You know, so it's really important to keep that spiritual purity and follow the biblical pattern set by Christ. There was another Constantine edict of Milan, AD 313, and again his Sunday law in AD 321. And they began to promote Sunday as the Lord's Day. Later on, the economical councils, such as the Council of Laodicea in AD 364, discouraged Sabbath observance and other Jewish practices. They wanted to distinguish Christianity from Jewish customs, and that's really, I think, where it all went wrong, to be quite honest with you, because Jesus went to the synagogue, it's in the Bible, and Jesus was Jewish. The Roman Catholic holds that it has the authority, this is the Roman Catholic Church, to interpret and establish practices based on church traditions in addition to scripture. The Catechism teaches that Sunday fulfills the Sabbath commandment under the church's authority. Now that's under the church's authority, not God's authority. And that's in their Catechism, paragraph 2168, 2195. And also, is it Catechism 341 actually says that Muslims can be saved, which is a blasphemy. So, you know, people need to come out of that abomination. So the popes, again, it ended up with the popes changing the Sabbath by their episcopal authority. Worshipping in spirit and in truth involves a commitment to align one's life fully with God's commandments and not participate in pagan practices such as sun worship. The Catholic Church is full of that. It's obvious sun worship. And this is an old poster. I'll just and that's the Sabbath. That's really important. And I've spoken to Christians and they can't see it at all. But anyway, let me just, in case anyone wants to read this. I think I'm probably doing that too fast. No, I think I'll leave this one. If you go back on my videos, I've got videos of them all, but I'll just read a bit about language. William Tyndale changed and heavily influenced the English language. It is not what you think it is. Here are some examples. Definition, parents, pairs at rent, kid is goat, soul, sold, baby, words relating to horses, loads of those, marriage mare, nightmare, horse, whores, W-H-O-R-E, constable, coach pulled by two horses with one driver are called jocks. Jockeys ride horses, and the synonym for a jockey is a screw. Screw guards prisoners and is a negative word. Marriage, not stable, pony up. Nay, neighbour, the Latin word for circus, translate to English as racecourse. Yeah, bride and groom, etc., etc. But yeah, I've got a few things on this, like different kind of events that have taken place. Anyway, let me show you my new one, because this is, there you go, so you can, there you go. And that was from yesterday. And this one's not busy, I try not to make them too busy. I had to simplify my posters as well. If people want to see, they'll see. Don't know if I'm doing this really well. All my videos are a bit, a bit shaky. There you go. I'm out.